Hi everyone, it's Desiree, and I am here with Spellbinders. And yes, I'm starting my glorious week of Spellbinders a little bit differently. We are going to start with the Glimmer kit of the month. This one is called My Heart Smiles. It's a beautiful floral. It comes with two, what I'm going to call line sentiments, and then two that have just that beautiful font. I'll be using the one that says "You Make My Heart Smile." The foil that I'll be using is the Aura, A-U-R-A, a foil. It's a beautiful foil. I absolutely love it. This and the Prism, I think, are just my absolute favorites when it comes to the foils. We're going to make a 5x7 card today. And I'm going to create this double frame. I was very much inspired by the card that comes, that'll come with your kit when you receive it. It actually shows, I love those cards. It tells you what you're getting, and then on the other side, it gives you some great inspiration. So they actually made a complete frame with this plate. I'm going to kind of separate it because I'm doing this on a 5x7 card base. So we've got the Glimmer, my Glimmer hot foil machine heating up. I'm using the hinge method to make sure that my plates don't shift when they're going through, whether they're on the foil system or they're going through my Spellbinders Platinum 6. That's what I use when it comes to the Glimmer system. And the cardstock that I am using is Canson XL watercolor paper. Now, one of the things that I love when using watercolor paper is these plates, because that paper is thick. It's 140 pounds. So it's a very thick, textured paper. The plate's really pressing into it with all the pressure that it's getting. So I think that's just absolutely gorgeous. When you have a little bit of not over foiling, but because the lines or the image is so close together, the foil may not break away from that. Just get a stiff, I don't know if you guys remember those blending brushes from Tonic Studios. I still love them. Absolutely love them. But that is a stiff hog brush, and it just gets right into those nooks and crannies and clears out all of that loose extra foil. And that's all you need, just a good stiff brush, and it'll just take all of that foil that's sticking there away in no time. So we have this frame. It's a broken frame, but we have this frame. I'm grabbing in my watercolors, and I have a mop brush, and just going to have fun dropping colors right on top of the foil, but staying within the floral area, basically. So put down a little bit of water first to let those watercolors do the work for me. Again, we don't need to be a watercolor artist to use watercolors. Just know that when you have water down and you add your watercolor to it, it will move on its own. That's called wet into wet. And it gives beautiful and wonderful results. I'm smoothing out that line from the center so that it's not a harsh line. I'm okay with the harsh line going along the outside. I used a pale pink first that we mixed. Now I'm just making a coral shade, and I'm just having fun adding in some reds and purples and blues to see what shade we do get that we can accent our piece with. It's one of the things that I do love about watercolor. I love just mixing colors to see what I get. Okay, if I put this together or this, what am I going to get? What am I going to get if I do this and this? So our panel is now dry. I've taken one of those sentiments, and I'm going to grab some black cardstock, and I'm going to cut this piece to be about 4 7/8, just under that. And then the other way, it's going to be cut 6 3/4. So it's going to have a different type of a frame to it, which is okay. It does not have to be exact. And then I'm going to take this sentiment here because it's cut on a diagonal on each side. And I'm just going to place that down onto my black cardstock. And I'm going to do that with the other one as well because I glimmered all of the sentiments. And I always do that. Even though I might only be using one, that's fine. The other ones will just go into a container that I keep on my craft desk and grab them as I need them. And I'm just going to use my long shears and trim around those sentiments. Just dabbing up some of those droplets that have not dried. And now, because I used a fair amount of water on this panel, I'm going to use my 2-inch film double-sided tape by Uline. I love this tape. This is a wonderful double-sided strong tape. It is stronger than anything you have ever used. It is not forgiving. The moment it touches paper, she's down. Absolutely. But it flattens any type of panel that I've heat embossed, added water to, bent, anything like that. It's just absolutely amazing. I love it. Yes, it does sit at a high price, and you have to buy 2 at once. But they last forever. I'm going to use some double-sided foam squares for my sentiment, and I'm going to set that up into the center. You can see my frame is just a little bit different than normal. Skinnier on the sides, larger on the top and bottom, but I just love the way the black just pulls and makes all those colors pop. So I do hope you enjoyed today's project featuring the Spellbinders Glimmer Hot Foil Kit of the Month for December. I'm sure you all have heard by now that Spellbinders has discontinued the card kit of the month, but they have so many more club kits available with a few surprises, so stay tuned. If you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe, so make sure you hit that button, hit the thumbs up, and make sure you ring the bell so that you're notified when the next video is ready. All the supplies that I used, along with the Spellbinder shop, gallery, and to all of their clubs will be listed down below in case you wanted to check them out. Enjoy the process of creating your art. Never get frustrated and never be stressed. Have fun with it and take that time to relax. But most of all, remember, always be creative, guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Till then.